Are there any final questions or anything?
John, I just want to say thanks for what you do and what you're continuing to do.
Yeah.
It's really beneficial, and you are reaching a lot of people that some folks couldn't because of that in-person class. So keep up the great work, and we'll keep the questions coming.
Yeah,
I really appreciate that. The online course was pretty much born out of necessity when I said earlier how it came to be, and who would have thought at this particular time, you know, that it could be something people really could use right now because of the situation out there in the world. But I do like the idea of being a coach for life, and the course is available. And I guess I'll end on this one sort of story about myself, or just history of me. When I first started riding, I didn't really have anybody to ride with. I had a little Suzuki Savage for 4 years, and you know, I took the class and that kind of thing. And then I got a V-Strom, and I was going to learn how to ride faster. And I got hooked up with the guys at the coffee shop who used to ride faster. And I was sort of like the underling, you know, I was not in the crowd, but I was listening to these guys talk every week. And they were sport riders, okay? They were guys that just, they live for the curve, you know? And I couldn't really find my group. So I started a club out here in Rochester. And being an MSF coach, I was just continuing my learning and taking some other courses myself. And I was really liking these curves, you know? And I thought I was better than I was for many years. I was thinking I was this great rider, you know, because I was the MSF coach. I was the faster guy in the club, you know, and I was under this, I don't know, sort of illusion that I knew I wasn't the best, okay? I'm just saying I felt like I was very confident. I wouldn't say 100% confident, but as I kept developing, you know, this method right here, the trail braking, the secret weapon, the brake throttle transitions, I realized, man, how little I knew about what I do when I go out there and I go through the really curvy roads. These techniques, once you get to the end, it takes away such a load off your back that you have to have the corner figured out before you go in. You know, when you're learning the MSF course, when you enter a turn, you slow so much as a new rider that you have to give it throttle to keep stability through. But that doesn't work when you're going faster, because you don't want to add speed when you have too much speed. So that judgment call, I could never put my finger on that judgment call. But the brake throttle transitions, it just solved so many problems. And so I guess my mission here with this thing is that I just want to expose as many people as possible, you know, to this particular method or technique. You know, I know there's other experts out there that say never use your brakes in a turn. You know what I mean? Or it's all revs. You know, you just use peak horsepower and throttle RPMs, and maybe that, you know, if that gives them the confidence that they want, that's great, you know, because there's more than one way to do this. And I hope that I can see people through to the end with this thing, and that's going to give you, I guess, that confidence.